Thank you, Madam Chair, and I too want to congratulate you on chairing this committee and look forward to working with you during this new Congress as we try to solve the remarkable challenges that we face as a nation. We're here today for the first subcommittee hearing of this 111th Congress, and the issues that we will address are so vital and important to today's workforce, not just today but throughout this upcoming Congress. I want to thank the distinguished panel for joining us today and taking time to share your experience and your expertise on a very chilly morning, not the most comfortable of mornings to get around in Washington. Workplace flexibility and work-life benefits have become a bottom-line issue for many companies, becoming critical components of workplace effectiveness and attracting human capital. Research has shown that such programs can boost motivation, productivity, and morale for workers, and I would suggest that most employers understand the effectiveness and necessity of having a family-friendly workplace. And while this issue remains an important one for many American workers, it's not surprising that given the current state of the economy, job security has surpassed work-family balance as the top concern of the majority of workers. Many workers are increasingly concerned about losing their jobs, not having enough money to pay their bills, and seeing their retirement accounts shrink. Nearly half of those surveyed in a recent Associated Press poll said that they worry about becoming unemployed, almost double the percentage at this time last year. So as we engage in policy discussions about workplace benefits and coverage, we must not ignore the implications of placing costly government-imposed mandates on employers, many of whom are small businesses trying to stay afloat in the current economic climate. The reality is that businesses today are struggling with shrinking budgets, tightened credit, decreased demand for their products and services, and now a federal budget proposal that will drastically increase taxes on small businesses. Mandating new benefits and thereby increasing the cost of labor may well have the effect of jeopardizing many employers' ability to maintain employment levels and further stifle job creation and opportunity. Having Congress dictate a one-size-fits-all labor structure for all businesses will eventually limit creative work arrangements between employers and their employees. So what can be done to encourage the creation of work environments that are family-friendly and flexible and yet meet the needs of workers and the considerations of the businesses? We might want to begin by looking at removing obstacles to outdated federal laws and regulations that complicate or even prevent employers from working out flexible arrangements with their employees. For example, legislation has been introduced by our distinguished colleague from Washington State, Cathy McMorris Rodgers, which would allow private sector workers to enjoy the same right that public sector workers already have, and that is to choose for themselves whether to take overtime pay as cash wages or to bank it as paid time off at their own discretion. Employees have different needs throughout their careers. Some may desire flexible work schedules to accommodate the needs of young children. Others may have elderly relatives to care for or a desire to upgrade or expand their job skills or education. Likewise, employers have different business considerations based on the type or the size of their company. In light of today's trying economic circumstances, we should be mindful of the realities facing businesses. When we do, then the challenge for policymakers is to find ways to encourage the availability of family-friendly programs without interfering at the federal level in ways that are counterproductive to both workers and employers. Again, I want to welcome our witnesses, and I look forward to your testimony.